Hello and welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 embarrassingly bad WWE moments. For this list, we're going to be looking at the WWE segments and matches that live in infamy. Which WWE moment made you feel embarrassed to be a fan? Don't be shy and let us know in those comments below. Number 10, the rope breaks. WWE Extreme Rules. It seems the E has a habit of writing itself into a corner. Take 2021's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. The main event saw Roman Reigns defending his Universal Championship against Finn Balor under his recently resurrected demon gimmick. WWE likely did not want either wrestler to lose cleanly, so the match ended with one of the most baffling moments in recent history. Balor unleashes the demon and wreaks havoc, and just as he looks set to deliver his finisher, the top rope breaks. The randomness didn't help either competitor, especially Balor, who came out of the whole thing looking like a joke. Number 9, Donald Trump impersonator versus Rosie O'Donnell impersonator, WWE Raw. Any weekly show that has been on air for more than 25 years will have its fair share of bad ideas. But not all stinkers are this unwatchable. Attempting to play off Rosie O'Donnell and Donald Trump's real-life growing animosity, the E enlisted two impersonators to wrestle in the name of comedy, and we use that term very loosely. The crowd makes its disapproval of the skit clear from the very first second, and that hostility only intensifies as the segment stretches on for nearly 10 agonizing minutes. Number 8, Zombies Invade WWE. WrestleMania Backlash. For the most part, WrestleMania Backlash was a pretty solid pay-per-view. Almost all of the matches delivered on their promise, except for one notable bout smack dab in the middle of the show. During The Miz and Damian Priest's match, the Thunderdome suddenly became infested with zombies. The Undead acted as special lumberjacks for the match and went on to pursue Miz and Morrison for dinner. Essentially an extended advert for the film Army of the Dead, WWE saw no attempt to offer a sensible explanation or provide any real follow-up. Number 7, Bayley, This Is Your Life. WWE Raw. The Rock and Mick Foley's This Is Your Life segment is iconic among wrestling fans. The same can be said for Alexa Bliss and Bayley's version, but for all the wrong reasons. Trying to provoke Bayley, Bliss welcomed to the ring a bunch of people from the Hugger's past, such as her 4th grade teacher, former best friend, and ex-boyfriend. Horribly acted, lacking anything resembling wit, and lasting for an eternity, this segment badly hit Bayley's momentum as a babyface, especially since the whole thing ended with Bliss getting the upper hand. The crowd booed loudly throughout, and what can we say, they were completely justified. Number 6, Dr. Heinie, WWE Raw. So many of the E's most embarrassing moments can be credited to Vince McMahon's peculiar sense of humor. Unfortunately for us, the chairman loves poking fun at Jim Ross. While the legendary commentator was recovering from surgery, WWE aired a segment that involved Mr. McMahon pulling things out of Ross's behind. The whole thing came completely out of nowhere, added nothing of value to the show and ongoing stories, and ended on a punchline that still makes no sense. They even aired the skit during the most coveted time slot of that night. Needless to say, it stunk. Number 5, The Old Day, WWE Raw. Unlike other awful WWE segments, The Old Day had plenty of potential to, well, not to be terrible. Everyone involved, Gallows, Anderson, and The New Day, are all very funny, but the segment bombed instantly with the crowd. Lasting forever and a day, the skit put way too much focus on the extras cast as The Old Day, even giving them lines. While things improved slightly after The New Day came out, the segment was beyond salvation by that point. It's never a good sign when the audience reacts to attempted comedy with sustained disinterest. Number 4, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend. WWE Hell in a Cell. One of the most damaging matches in WWE history, this main event irreversibly hit Seth Rollins' big push. ruined the Fiend's aura, and spat in the face of classic Hell in a Cell fights. A supernatural character who no-sold attacks, the Fiend's popularity resulted in a title program with Rollins. It all culminated in a Hell in a Cell match where neither wrestler could afford to lose. WWE's solution was to end the match on a no contest, due to Seth being a bit too violent. Absolutely nobody bought the cop-out finish, as the crowd rained down boos while also chanting for the competition. Number 3, Mae Young gives birth to her hand. WWE Raw. The Ease Attitude Era car crash TV approach delivered plenty of timeless moments, but it wasn't all beer baths and 5-second poses. Occasionally, something truly atrocious slipped through the cracks. And few are worse than when the geriatric Mae Young went into labor and birthed a human hand. Who exactly was this for? Not everything has to make sense in the E, but some semblance of a punchline would be nice. Quite a few things from the Attitude Era have aged poorly, but this segment was a disaster from the moment it aired. Number 2, Katie Vick. WWE Raw. After years of championships, tag teams, and epic moments, Kane's days as the WWE's most terrifying creation were winding down. And then Katie Vick happened. In an inexplicable storyline, Triple H revealed that the Big Red Machine had been responsible for the death of an old girlfriend. This exercise in poor taste reached its awful peak in a funeral home segment that saw Triple H dress as Kane and share a casket with a doll of Katie Vick. Disturbing on every level, this storyline should have never made it past the writer's room.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Lily Winks. WWE Raw. While spooky gimmicks have their place in professional wrestling, characters with genuine supernatural powers tend to be a hard sell. You can only suspend your disbelief so much before it reaches a breaking point. And a doll winking to cause a distraction during a match is about 100 steps beyond that mark. Alexa Bliss and Doudrop both tried their darndest to make this moment work, but they couldn't overcome the innate cheesiness of the core idea. Lily winking is one of those incidents that can make a fan concede that maybe WWE is no longer for them. Maybe check out AEW instead.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.